And free beats is a perfect lead magnet because it's something that's valuable to the customer. It qualifies them as somebody who's probably going to be interested in what I'm going to be selling them, because what I'm going to be selling them is beats, right? So it works really well as that. And it's also something that doesn't necessarily cost me more money since it is a non-exclusive license. It's something that I can deliver and give to multiple people who opt in. So that's been that process is, the ad might be something like, hey, get a few free beats here. They opt in, and now they get sort of a sequence of emails and web pages that's saying like, oh, here's the next level of value I can offer you. Why don't you get this next offer at this price? And then it sort of sends people up. Oh, cool. Like now they got that, they entered their email, they got some free beats. They're like, oh my God, these free beats are great. Like that was a great exchange. And then the next thing is like, how about this discounted offer where you get this, this, and this? And they're like, okay, let me try this. Now they give me that whatever, $27, whatever the price is for that offer. And they're like, oh my God, I got so much more value back for that $27 than what that $27 worth. What's the next thing, right? And that's kind of how I walk people up that. With the new business, it's a little bit of a different model, partly because it's a higher ticket item. What we're selling is a course that's pretty comprehensive. It's teaching people how to make money in a fairly short time. So there's a very high value placed on that, right? And so if you're selling something that's a little more high ticket, it's harder to just run an ad that says, here's the thing, go buy it. Or even, here's something free, and then on the next page, buy the thing, right? Which is sort of more or less the model that we've been employing with rappers and singers. So what we've been doing instead is selling it using a webinar, meaning doing like a video presentation where we have enough time to actually, for one thing, build the rapport so that they know who I am. But for another thing, to take enough time to actually explain to them the value of what we're doing. So explain to them, hey, this is my story. This is what's worked for me. And here's all these things I'm going to be giving you that's going to help you get that result as well. And it's much harder to convey that in a quick sales page or a couple emails than if I can get them on that, that hour plus long, video training where I can really change how they perceive their business, right? Now, that's a tall order, right? Because basically what I'm offering them is, hey, this is a brand new opportunity. This is a whole different way of selling beats than you've probably ever heard before. And so I need time to tell my story, to show them, to overcome objections they might have. And so anyways, that's why I've been doing it that way, is like the sales process is, hey, register for this free training. And on that training, it is the purpose eventually is hopefully to get them to buy that course. But I'm also teaching them a lot of stuff along the way. So they're seeing like, oh my God, okay, this guy knows what he's talking about. I learned so much here. I see the possibility of what he's talking about. So now I'm willing to invest this, this amount because I see the value in it.
All right, man. Yeah, that is comprehensive. I hope you guys are taking notes on this. This is packed full of information. All right. So just to wrap up, what is the one biggest thing you wish you knew when you first got started on your journey to working full-time in the music business?
I mean, I will say this. I've been, I tend to geek out and talk about all these little specifics as far as tactics and strategies. But I think I'll go mindset here, which is, for me, I've always, and I think probably just about every artist and probably entrepreneur struggles with this to some extent. There's always the self-doubt, and there's the highs and then the lows. And so I would say what I really wish that I knew, when I first started, was that I should trust the process, that every single step along the journey is going to get me to the next step, and that I shouldn't expect that I know what that next step is, but always just keep that momentum going, trust that it's going to get me to the next place, and keep moving, and stop worrying so much about every little thing, because it can feel so, it can feel like such a big deal, right? I mean, it is. It's our careers. It's our lives. But every little thing we try, you start hanging your whole career on, right? Like, I'm going to try this promotion. I'm going to release this album. I'm going to do whatever this thing. And then it feels like, oh, if this fails, I fail. Like, I'm a failure. And it's like, no, instead, have the mindset of, this is just a test. Everything's just experimenting. It's just testing. I'm going to try this next thing. And either way, I'm going to learn from it. Either I'm going to, get a bunch of fans, or I'm going to get a bunch of sales, or I'm going to accomplish my goal, or I'm going to learn, hey, this is one more thing that doesn't work. Let me try something else. And instead of being like devastated, like, oh man, this didn't work, or even just the build up to it, like, oh man, I'm so worried about this particular, thing working or not. I'm really approaching that mindset of like, hey, it's just a journey, trust the process, and also enjoy it along the way. Cause like, it's pretty cool to be able to work on music, whether if you're doing it full time yet or not. It's pretty great, so you can get caught up in all the self-doubt and the negative self-talk and stuff, and kind of forget like, oh wait, I get to make music right now, or I get to do what I love. So that would be what I wish that I had focused on more from the beginning, is that mindset.
Very valuable stuff. So you talked about your course. Is there anything else from you that people should be looking for soon?
Yeah, for sure. So as far as the course, if you're a producer, you're interested in learning about how to go full-time, or maybe you're already full-time and you want to learn how to get to that 6-figure mark, or maybe you're already 6 figures and you want to learn how, I've hit that 7-figure mark. If you head over to legionproducers.com, you can learn more about what we're doing with producers. And then if you're an artist, or you're a rapper or singer, and you want to learn more about how we help artists with production, with mixing and mastering, with promotion, and learn more about our artist development program, you can, I believe we have a link on your site. Do you happen to know that link off the top of your head?
Not off the top, but everything will be in the show notes for this.
Perfect. So we have a specific link for that, for your audience, that they can click on. So check the link for that to learn more about that membership. And those are really the two main things that I'm working on, that I've got coming up, that people can find me at.
Awesome, man. Well, Gabe, this has been a pleasure, man. Thanks for being on Music Money University, dropping some knowledge with us today. We loved having you on the show, and we appreciate everything you're doing for the music industry, teaching and empowering artists, producers, managers, whoever really wants to get it. Try out some of this stuff. Don't just take this information and store it away as information. Really use these tools. Dig into the show notes. Go look up some more stuff, because Gabe clearly knows what he's doing, and we've loved having you on the show, man.
Amari, thanks so much, man. It's been fun. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Guys, thanks so much for listening to this episode of Music Money University. If you know of any other artists, musicians, or entrepreneurs who are trying to figure out their music career or business, share this podcast with them and click the subscribe button wherever you're listening, so you'll know when more episodes are out. Support for Music Money University and the following message comes from Amari Music Promotion. If you make great music that not enough people hear, get started today with Omari Music Promotion. We have genuine Spotify, YouTube, and SoundCloud promotion packages. There are tens of thousands of songs released every day. And if you want to stand a chance to be properly heard among all that competition, you need the right promotion behind your music. We've promoted for thousands of big and small artists, and can help your music out too. Just visit omarimc.com or click the link in our show notes to get started today. That's OMARIMC.com.